Have you heard of blockchain technology? Are you wondering what a blockchain is, why a need for a blockchain, and how the blockchain works? We will cover all of that in this video, and at the end, you will have a good understanding of the concept and its relationship with cryptocurrencies. This video is, however, part of the series on the Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Crypto and Blockchain Investing. The series is in 3 parts. The first part covers stages in currency evolution and money versus value, the secret to financial freedom. The second part looks at the high-level overview of blockchain and cryptocurrencies. The third part examines the strategy of investing in crypto for ultimate returns. We are excited at this point to welcome you to the CoinFpro channel and to remind you that anything we say here is solely for educational purposes and doesn't constitute financial advice. Always do your research before buying or investing in any asset, as a majority of the assets, especially crypto, are very volatile. In a previous video in this series, we mentioned that cryptocurrencies are a form of digital money that enables a peer-to-peer transaction without a middleman. These transactions can only occur and be recorded in a decentralized and immutable ledger without a single point of failure called the blockchain. There are different types of blockchains. Choosing the one to implement depends on your need. Some notable blockchains are public blockchain, private consortium, and hybrid blockchain. Your choice of blockchain type depends on several factors, including the need for privacy, the desired level of decentralization, the number of entities involved, and regulatory considerations. Each type offers distinct advantages and challenges, making it crucial to select the one that aligns best with the project's goals and regulatory environment. For this video series, we shall only focus on the public blockchain to stay within scope. A public blockchain, also known as a permissionless blockchain, is a decentralized network that anyone can join and participate in without restrictions. This type of blockchain is one of the most common and widely discussed forms in the blockchain technology space. Let's talk about why the need for a blockchain. It is simple. The blockchain over the last 15 years and still counting has solved various problems, such as ensuring trust and transparency in transactions, eliminating the need for intermediaries, and providing a secure and tamper-proof way of storing and sharing data. Additionally, it can help prevent fraud, reduce costs, improve efficiency, and enhance accountability in various industries, including finance, healthcare, supply chain management, and many more. Expanding on some key features of a public blockchain. 1. Decentralization. Unlike private blockchains, public blockchains are not controlled by any single entity or group. Instead, the ledger is maintained by a distributed network of nodes, making it highly resistant to censorship and central points of failure. 2. Transparency. All transactions on a public blockchain are visible to anyone who accesses the network. This transparency ensures that all actions are verifiable and that the system remains fair and secure. 3. Immutability. Once a transaction is recorded on a public blockchain, it cannot be altered. This immutability is secured through cryptographic hashes that link each block to the previous one, making it extremely difficult to change past transactions without being detected. 4. Consensus mechanisms. Public blockchains use consensus models to agree on the validity of transactions. The most common mechanisms are proof of work, POW, and proof of stake, POS. The blockchain, as we have seen, is an open system that is trustless and can be used to represent value digitally. Everyone on the network can have a copy of the data, and it is open and transparent. It can be used to store monetary value and the deeds of your house. Some more use cases are in the areas of crowdfunding, public records, supply chain management. These are some of the reasons why you should use the blockchain compared to the traditional finance. What is then a blockchain? A blockchain can be said to be a solution to the age-long problem of double spending. A blockchain can be seen as a network of computers connected virtually, with each node having a copy of the decentralized ledger. A blockchain is a database of transactions. And lastly, a blockchain is a computer that runs programs called smart contracts. This definition may seem a bit high-level. Breaking it down further will be out of the scope of this video. We assure you that we will touch more on concepts like smart contracts, consensus mechanisms, and a few others in later videos as they are out of scope here. However, to be able to use the blockchain, you need an account or an address. The address represents you on the network. All our transactions are recorded on the database and can be viewed publicly by anyone in the world. How does it work? As already mentioned, the blockchain is essentially a decentralized digital ledger that records transactions across multiple computers so that the record cannot be altered retroactively without the alteration of all subsequent blocks and the consensus of the network. This decentralized nature helps ensure the integrity and transparency of the data. Here's a simplified breakdown of how it works. 1. Transaction. Everything begins with a transaction, which can be anything like a financial exchange, the transfer of assets, a vote in an election, or any other type of data exchange. 2. Block creation. Each transaction is verified by participants in the network, often called nodes or miners, and is bundled with other transactions to create a new block. This block also contains important information such as a timestamp and a reference to the previous block. 3. Verification and validation. To add a block to the blockchain, it must be verified by solving a complex mathematical problem. This process is known as proof of work, POW, for the Bitcoin blockchain. Several other blockchains use different consensus mechanisms. For example, the Ethereum blockchain uses proof of stake. Miners compete to solve this problem, and the first to do so gets the right to add the new block to the blockchain. This verification process ensures security and prevents fraudulent transactions. 4. Hashing and linking. Every block includes a unique digital fingerprint called a hash, which is created using a cryptographic hash function. This hash involves the block's contents and the hash of the previous block. This linking of hashes from one block to the next forms a chain, hence the name blockchain, and ensures that once a block is added to the chain, it cannot be changed without altering all subsequent blocks. 5. Consensus. Before a block is added to the chain, the network must agree, or reach consensus, that the transactions within it are valid and that the proof of work has been correctly solved. Different blockchains use various consensus mechanisms like proof of work, proof of stake, and others to achieve this agreement. 6. Addition to the blockchain. Once consensus is reached, the new block is added to the blockchain. The blockchain is then updated across all nodes in the network, making the new data available to everyone and nearly impossible to alter. 7. Continuation. The process repeats for each new set of transactions, continuously growing the blockchain. Every time a transaction is completed, the state of the blockchain is altered. In this video, we touched on what is a blockchain, why use a blockchain, and how it works. We also mentioned that there are different types of blockchains: private, consortium, hybrid, and public blockchains. We dwelled more on the public blockchains and discussed the various stages transactions pass through to be recorded on the blockchain. We also pointed out that blockchain is the underlying technology for cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, but its potential applications extend far beyond, including supply chain tracking, secure voting systems, and many forms of legal agreements. Public blockchains have laid the foundation for the broader blockchain and cryptocurrency movements, allowing for innovative solutions in numerous sectors beyond just finance. They continue to evolve, addressing challenges like scalability and energy consumption to broaden their applicability and efficiency. Thank you for listening and being part of our community. We encourage you to like, leave your comments, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, so we can reach more people with our content. Always do your research before deciding to buy or invest in any asset. See you in the next video.